right here. But basically what Trina wants to know is, who should we be watching for in tomorrow night's game between the Steelers and the Lions?
Well, we named a few names yesterday. Obviously, Pierre, Cam Sutton.
Yeah.
Alex Highsmith versus Penne. Marsh versus Penne. Man. I mean, the line. It's going to really be the line. Probably Kendrick Green then. Like that might be the guy you want to watch the most just because of some of these recent reports coming out of camp of him getting pushed back a little bit. And then what we saw in the preseason game, like we really need that position shored up and just the line in general. Because we're going to see them for the first time all together, hopefully.
Yes.
And Kendrick Green, for us picking him in the 3rd round, we want him to start.
Yeah. We do. We definitely do, man.
So that's a name right off the top.
I think of Banner as well. Now, we don't know how much he'll be out there, but that's definitely a guy that I'm interested to see just because we know he's coming back from injury and this will be his first game action this season. So, yeah, I definitely want to see that. Devin Bush as well.
Good call.
Devin Bush, because
you're not as concerned about any mishaps Schobert might have.
Yeah. For me, and the only reason I say Devin is anytime somebody has just any type of adversity, any type of crazy performance, whether it's crazy good or crazy bad, when it kind of is like a one-off though, I want to see how they respond to it. So we know obviously that he had, given up the catch last week in the game. We talked about it in practice where he had some good days and he had some parts where it was a little rough for him. I just want to see continuing to bounce back, just continue to be headed in the right direction. Him and Justin Lane, actually. Justin Lane is another guy that I'm very hyped to see because, as we said in that last video that we talked about last episode, he's been looking really good in practice, but we know practice is not how we grade Justin Lane. It's going to have to be in stadium. Can you take what you've been doing in practice in terms of the PBUs, the interceptions, the sticky coverage? Can you take that and put it out there in a 3rd preseason game? Now, I think if he has a good performance in this game, like how we've been seeing, that can help him out a lot because even though he hasn't played well in these first 2 games, he's still been being productive in the sense of splash plays. Now you take those splash and now you put together a complete game. Now we can start to see what we can do with you. Can we actually formulate a position for you? A little bit of a role here. So that's the thing I'm interested to see with Justin Lane because it is looking like he might be turning the corner. Like just, maybe it's not like a car where you just whip it. It's like a boat. You gotta like that.
I like to hear that.
Yeah, man.
I'm probably going to stick with Kendrick Green then. Just the whole offensive line, really, because we'll say Kendrick Green. I know Dotson's a boss. And then we got left tackle, Chooks. You brought up right tackle, Banner. I guess you could even throw Trey Turner in the mix a little bit, too. So whole offensive line outside of Dotson is like who I'm looking at. Like I'll be looking at Dawson to just move people backwards, but we already know he's going to be doing that. I want to see the rest of the offensive line step up.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to be interesting as a group to see how they respond, but then also the individuals, how do they respond? Because like you said, I mean, Kendrick, we really want to see, all right, are these one-offs or is this going to be an issue? We need you to be that guy. We want you to be that guy. But then also seeing, we know when Dotson was with Dan Moore, that whole unit looked good. Okay, we know Dotson could ball. Now, is that unit going to look the same when it's Dotson next to Chooks? Now, is it going to look like the unit is flowing as well? Man, this is fun. These are the storylines that we're really interested in, man. That is a really good question right there, Trina, Steel, Diva, 5. I make sure
yeah, because I feel like there's the obvious stuff of like Najee. We get to see Ben's first game.
Yeah.
We obviously get to see Highsmith, Sewell, potentially Ingram, Sewell. Actually, probably more likely Ingram, Sewell, depending on how they flip it. If they do it every series, then that's going to be really exciting. But yeah, I think there's some definite obvious ones, some pretty actually good matchups. But yeah, I'm going with center. You said Devin Bush then too on defense.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I guess.
And then a little bit of Justin Lane.
Yeah. Well, I feel like Justin and Devin are about equal to me in terms of how much I want to see them for varying reasons, right? We're obviously a lot more confident in Devin Bush. With Justin, it's like we're getting confident, we're getting excited, but I need to like make me believe it. Devin, he's shown more than enough throughout his time here that we believe in him. We just want to know, are you ready to take that next step? Or is it going to take a little bit, couple of weeks? That's what we're trying to see. But tomorrow's game will be a good barometer of that.
Tomorrow's game. Nice.
It's crazy, right? Nice. It's tomorrow, man. Yeah, that's going to tell us, though, man. We're going to see how he's been progressing. And that's the thing. That's all we want to know. Just that's what the preseason is. It's kind of like a sneak peek, a preview before, we're going to get the real action going, man.
What do we got for the next comment?
Man, but before